opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Lance now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hurts going to take this himself. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 6. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team. So I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Pittman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw, it's Lance. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards remain for second down. Now Lance again. Caught on the slant. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a play fake. Lance looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. He's going to go up top again. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Pittman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Lance now on 1st down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Lance. Right back to Pitts again. Touchdown 49ers. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Eagles 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar solos.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, Lance. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're...
The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Pittman, 34 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Edwards a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown.
Hurts fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jump.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, watch
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Working from the gun, Lance. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out in the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Lance now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Sly on for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.